You had the nerve to second guess me, man. That's crazy.
All right, you guys. Well, Alan, you ready? Marcus, are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
So yes, sir.
All right, guys. We are back with another episode of the T4R. This is a special episode because we're gonna be focusing mainly on UFC.
Yes,
We here with Alan, Marcus.
I challenge you to fisticuffs.
Yeah, and this one is just going to be all about UFC. We just recently, last weekend, went to our first UFC fight. It was here in Charlotte, and we all had an amazing time. So we're going to dedicate this first part of the podcast talking about our experience at UFC Charlotte. What day was that? April? No, May 13th. Yeah, May 13th. Yeah, so last week, the headline of the fight was Rodenstrike versus Amamea. I'm pretty sure for my people who are listening probably know who won that fight, but yeah, Rodenstrike his ass. But yeah, definitely a great experience. I had the best time of my life out there. This was definitely something I was glad I was able to check off the bucket list and go because everybody knows, y'all know that I am a huge UFC fan. So this is definitely something that I wanted to get off the bucket list, even though I want to go to one that's like in Vegas or a pay-per-view fight or something like that, definitely. But this definitely was one for the books for me. Had a great time. The atmosphere was crazy. The people that was out there, everybody was just cool as hell. We did see some people out there fighting. That was crazy.
Some other spectators out there fighting.
Yeah,
below us. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, and I guess because it was crazy because I think everything went back to normal after that. I feel like they dapped up and they just went back to watching.
I don't even know if they did that. I seen the police rushing up the steps, so they probably got both of them up out of there.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I definitely had a wonderful time, man. It was a lot of good fights on this card that was really sleepers to me that I didn't think was gonna be this good. And what was crazy, and like a lot of people, like even on the UFC Instagram and stuff, they're saying like that free UFC fight was better than the pay-per-view fight with Aljamain Sterling and Hanjo Cejudo. He was just came back out of retirement, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt the same way. Like that fight was ass compared to this fight card that I went to go see in Charlotte. So it was definitely something I'm glad I went to go do. Home person was there. Brian Battle, he had the crowd out there rocking. He had the crowd out there rocking. He represented for Charlotte, North Carolina. Alan actually posted a video up on the Instagram page, and he liked the video of his famous knockout, which was
fourth fastest knockout in UFC history.
Yeah, I think it was under like 14 seconds. I think who holds the fastest is Jorge Masvidal. That's the dude who like threw like a flying knee today.
Right in the beginning.
Yeah. I was actually, what's crazy? I was at a bar watching that fight when that shit happened, and I looked down for 1 second, and I looked back up, and the fight was over. I said, "Damn."
That the main event?
No, that wasn't even the main event. Yeah, I would have been pissed, boy.
Oh yeah,
and the main event, you gonna pay all that money?
Right, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, please share, my guys. Like, how did you guys enjoy this experience at the UFC Charlotte? You know, this is the last time they was in you. For the people who didn't know, last time they were in Charlotte was in 2018, and it was some guy named what is this? I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Ronald Sazoy versus Derek Burnson. Derek Burnson is pretty well known, but he lost that fight because he's ass. But anyway, let me know how you guys felt about it.
Hey, I loved it. I love every minute of it. I love every second of it. I mean, the environment, like you said, the people. I mean, it was crazy. Even though the scene, just to see what you normally see on TV, man. Just to be there in person is like a totally different experience, and I'm glad I got to experience that too. And same like you said, like I definitely got to go to Vegas to see a fight. I definitely got to go, somewhere with them, some big pay-per-view fights that, like, the crazy cards, stuff like that. Like, I got to see that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
The concession prices? The Lord.
Yeah, word. Yeah. Yeah, $15 for a beer that shit was wild, boy. I got drunk though,
hey, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. It did its job.
And then Chick-fil-A, y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all selling only 7 items. I shouldn't have been had to wait 50 minutes. But it's all right.
Yeah, because I think you and your brother, y'all had missed like 2 fights.
2 fights. We heard it do a cheer with the other one, and we heard the cheer for the second one. I was like, yep, that's 2 fights right there we have missed.
Yeah.
Waiting on the damn spicy chicken sandwich.
The fights that y'all missed were it was Carl Williams versus Chase Sherman and Cody Stallman versus Douglas Silva de Arata. And it was Matt Brown and Court McGee, because one person had got knocked out while I was gone. And I was like, damn. And it was crazy, man. Like Matt Brown, which is he's actually a good UFC fighter. I was actually surprised to see him in the undercards instead of like the main event card. So that's crazy. Yeah. But and the tickets, I mean, the seats weren't bad either. Like but I think we paid like $89. That was some pretty good seats.
Yeah, I want to say my anxiety won't tripping too much, so I was good.
Yeah, that's what I was. When I was looking for the tickets, I was mainly trying to focus for the cheapest ticket that was at the lower part of the nose.
The closest to the end.
Yeah. And I feel like we got real lucky because we were like right at the front part of the nosebleed and stuff, so it wasn't too bad of a ticket. Seats, I should say. And just the people that was out there, like I didn't think Ruth Buffer was gonna be out there. That threw me off. I was like, yo, what the hell? Seeing him for the first time and just watching him get the crowd crazy rocking, boy, it was just a hell of an experience. DC was out there. I think Dominic Cruz was out there commentating. I forgot what the other guy's name is, but he was out there. Even Dana White was out there, which is wild as hell. He was out there. A couple people that were in attendance were Jamal Hill. He's the UFC light heavyweight title holder, and Aljamain Sterling, who is the Beltman, I think, title holder. So it had some stars out there. And I was very, very surprised by all the people that were there. Didn't think Bruce Buffer was out there. That kind of threw me off. I thought it was going to be that other guy with the white bald head that normally be doing like the free fights and stuff. Yeah. And I really wanted to get a shirt too. I wanted to get a shirt, but that shirt was $50. And I was like, damn. I'm not trying to spend that $50. I should have got it because it was like a one-time damn thing, but damn it, man. But it was definitely a hell of an experience. And to drop a fun fact, well, it was kind of what Marcus had sent in the Instagram group a long time ago. Well, like I think after that fight, so people who got cut from the roster, yeah, they were out there fighting. So that one girl, the Japanese girl who got disqualified, y'all remember that? She threw like a
it kept usually like 2 illegal hits.
Yeah, illegal hits. Ji Young Kim, she got cut from the UFC roster. Jessica Rose Clark. She was the first fight
Mm.
with the two girls. She
I
lost
thought it
when
was
she
teardrops, but it was hearts on her eyes.
yeah. She got cut, and then the dudes that you missed that was fighting Chase Sherman, he got cut. And I was like, damn, man, they must have been going on like a hell of a lose streak. I know the Japanese girl, she definitely, well, the Asian girl, I should say, she's definitely been on a losing fight really, really bad. She's definitely been losing a lot. She lost her last like 3 fights that I have watched. So yeah. And normally them Asian girls they be like that in UFC. So I was kind of surprised. She was throwing me off too, man. When she kicked that one girl off of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you trying to get thrown out of here, but yeah.
What you think, Alan?
I had a great time, man. Atmosphere, fights themselves, it's great. Just sitting there watching someone get knocked out, man, it's a whole different experience than watching it on TV.
Right.
Say that much. Like it was like a reflex, just jumping out of my seat when that 14 seconds or Brian Battles fight.
Yeah. Everybody did that. I was like, hold
Yeah.
I got a split second. I'm like, let me
I
see.
almost missed it too because I was happy, to look down for a second, and the crowd got louder, and as they, started just swinging.
Started standing there.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Because even the dude said like he wasn't even Brian Battle. He was just like he wasn't used of he didn't think dude was gonna come out there fast because that's not his technique. So I guess he just took another approach and it cost his ass.
I think because it's crazy too because my brother was like everybody started chanting USA, and then it was my brother said they was fueling him for an ass whooping. So I don't know if he just tried charging there, because of the crowd or whatever the case maybe got to him or something. I don't know because they was booing all kinds of stuff. I was like, damn man, we don't even know this man. He ain't do nothing wrong. Y'all out here booing him and stuff.
And I'm telling you, at that point, I think, damn, I thought that was at the beginning of the fight too. So I was probably like a beer and a half in. So when he knocked him out, it was definitely a whole bunch of type shit. Like,
I heard a couple people behind us, America.
I ain't mad, brother. No, but
yeah, it was great though. Like the atmosphere to like the other fans, as you can tell, UFC just brings in everybody, man.
Yeah.
That's some friends in the bathroom lines. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, like I was getting my beer and me and these two black dudes, man, we just started chalking it up. Like, dude, like I've been just knowing these mans for years and stuff. And I'm just like, man, see, this is why people fuck with UFC, man. This is what I be trying to tell y'all, man. This is what I be trying to tell y'all.
We was waiting for Chick-fil-A with me and Trey talking about these two white kids. We was in there talking to them the whole time. It was funny as hell.
Everybody gets behind a good old fashioned fight,
Yeah, good old fisticuffs.
That's what I'm saying, man. And like, don't get me wrong, boxing's not bad, but this is why I just say
you got somebody
See what Tyson Fury been getting into it with John Jones, something like that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Not to change subject.
No, but who you say though?
I think Tyson Fury was getting into it with John Jones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. Yeah. But I saw that shit. Yeah, Tyson don't want no problems. But anyway, yeah, man. Just like saying like the people that was coming all over, I was overheard the people that were sitting behind us and they were talking about like where they came from. There was one dude who came from Columbia, South Carolina. Another person who said who drove all the way down from Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I was in Gastonia the day after, and I seen a guy in the gas station who had bought one of the UFC shirts. And one of the first things he said, man, was like, it was so amazing to see Bruce Buffer in person. I was like, man, if it was anybody I can meet out of that whole thing, I would want to meet Bruce first, like anybody.
Yeah, it was crazy because Bruce Buffer. I'm saying, Bruce Buffer, he even said like that's why he goes so hard every time he does like announcing people because he be like, or he comes to a city because this could be people's first time ever hearing him. So that's why he goes so hard. Fighting!
We was cheering like this. We was already cheering. And as soon as he started talking.
Tell me, boy. I need him when I'm about to get the scrap, boy. Just fuck music. Now listen to music. I need to listen to him, boy. I hear his
I got you.
fighting. Fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Graduated from John C. Smith University. Sebastian knows.
Go ahead, no.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I definitely had a great time. I was telling Mo, because Mo lives in Detroit now, and definitely something that I wish he could have been there. My other homeboys that are also deep in the UFC, like Bird or Tehran, I wish they could have made it, man. But actually, Tehran had to work, and I think Darren had to go out of town. He had some family what's it called? Family reunion. That's what he had to go to. So yeah, man, he couldn't come. So Joe couldn't come, man. There was a lot of people I wish they could have come. I wanted to have that whole row that we was on this field with straight us.
Everybody just drunk as hell.
Yeah.
We would have been fighting.
I'm saying. And speaking of that, like just hearing shit that you hear on the internet, and then you go there and you hear that shit, like people saying twisted dick and all that shit, and people starting to
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. Every time, it didn't make a difference when somebody started that shit. Everybody did that shit. They did that shit before and after every fight, I think.
Yeah. It was just crazy, man. Like the amount of people that were just out there having a good ass time and stuff, man. And like I said, the fights were crazy. I honestly, my favorite fight was pretty much the Brian Battle versus.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Gabe
came in dreams and nightmares, left to put on for my city.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Represented for the 704. And got that dub. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed in Roger Strike, but I kind of knew he was gonna lose because that's just what Roger Strike does.
Fat ass on the ground.
Yeah, that's what Roger Strike does. But he just lose when he ain't supposed to lose.
Yep.
And he wonder why his ass ain't got a title fight because of shit like this, man. There's the main reason. Shit like this. But my most disappointing fight was definitely Anthony Smith versus Johnny Walker. That was the fight
man.
Before.
That was boring as a motherfucker. I am sorry. That shit was just.
I thought that fight was gonna be a lot better. I thought Anthony Smith was gonna try to get the groove back because he has been fighting for a while. He's over 50 fights. His record is 36-18, so he's definitely been fighting for a minute. And I thought Johnny Walker would be a good fighter for him to fight against. I was just hoping Johnny Walker didn't knock him out. And even Johnny Walker said, like, he didn't even want to knock him out. He was trying to show more of his technique. So he definitely did, but that fight was kind of ass. It didn't really live up to the hype.
You didn't even really show no technique, so I mean.
Yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. Then he called out Jamal Hill. I'm just like, come on, bro. Jamal Hill already done knocked your ass out already before, so it's pointless trying to fight him again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this card was definitely this fight, this opportunity that we got to go watch the UFC Charlotte for the first time was definitely one for the books. So glad y'all was even able to come with me. Because either way, I was gonna be in that motherfucker if I had regardless, I was gonna be in that shit dolo. I was even trying to get Jamie to come down here because he was the one who put me on UFC and shit, but he wasn't really feeling it, the card. But I was like, hey man, you never know, bro.
Yeah, I didn't care if it ain't nothing but rookies fighting. I still would have won.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a opportunity of a lifetime. Don't never know when they're gonna come back to Charlotte and not spend that much money because we had, like I said, we had great seats for not a bad price.
I probably spent as much money in concession as I did on a seat.
Yeah, real talk, and which is honestly wasn't that. It really wasn't that bad though. Like to be real.
Nah, yeah. But I still get those 2.5 years I had. I think Trey wasn't gonna finish one of his.
I was 3 beers in, boy.
Yeah, felt that.
And then I had to gear myself up for the atmosphere. I had to take a shot of that Papa 12, You know, that's
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. Yeah, that's Conor McGregor drink. So
Now
you
get
know what
it,
I'm
man.
mad? You know I'm mad. We didn't take a picture in front of that damn UFC thing.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
We should have done that.
that shit would have been dope as hell. And I'm glad your brother was able to come, Marcus. I'm definitely glad.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know he fuck with that shit too.
It was crazy because honestly, when I was talking to him, he was just like, "Yeah, I ain't really paid UFC that much attention like that." But now I look like I done swung another person in.
Yeah.
Really,
He
man.
dumb, but like if somebody say like he more so like straight main names like Iggy and stuff like that. So he'll watch like those like main card fights and shit like that.
Right.
If it's just a regular card or something like that, you know, some other stuff, then he
Right. I definitely respect it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm pulling everybody in one by one. I even got my girl to start watching UFC, so
Sure.
yeah. And her pop, she messes with UFC as well. But yeah, man. Trying to think, is there anything else that we missed from the whole experience? For our first time, like I said, our first time.
Literally everything, man. We gotta see fight in the crowd.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, it was literally everything, bro. I was like, yo, I wonder somebody gonna fight in the damn crowd.
And I like how smooth we got up out that bitch too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm telling you, boy, them beers was running through me, boy. I had kept taking
the bathroom breaks, man.
Bro.
Just get up, don't even think about it. Get up.
Yeah, just get straight up, boy. As soon as that fight, especially if that shit ended with a knockout, oh, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Everybody, you just see it from every direction. It was not a step. They didn't have somebody running down.
Don't hesitate in that line either in the bathroom, man. You see
you
go.
You gotta go get in your spot in line and go because it's gonna move.
I'm scared. I get up in there.
I'm telling you, bro, I had fucked all the way up, and I said, "Damn, bro, I gotta piss so bad." So I had to walk at least about like 60 feet, boy, to another bathroom, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, about 10, 2 lines staring at one stall. I'm like, nah, man.
I said,
I'll do that one.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I was about to skip that, but it seemed like everybody was looking at me. I'm like, hey, listen.
You don't want to hit that floor.
We get Bruce in the bathroom right now.
Right. Ooh. As I'm saying, when you ain't trying to get no damn fight in the bathroom, boy.
Oh, no. Not no sport in the bathroom.
I was about to say, bro, everybody in there was toe up too, bro. Like,
that's all you see.
Somebody was just been in that swing just for the fuck of it, nigga.
I'm telling you, man.
Somebody swinging while they still peeing, like, oh, bro, what's wrong? Yeah.
That was dope, man. We gotta find out when the next one is, or
Vegas,
and a close one, Atlanta or something, that way, Florida or something,
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, hey Alan, you gotta go to a game.
I gotta go what?
We gotta go to a game, so we watch out in person.
Yo, what's up, bro? Whenever
I'm about to say you two know the locker. You in the division?
NFL.
Foosball.
Oh, NFL. Oh yeah.
When's the next big event? UFC.
UFC. I was going to save that for the second part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I have no more. Once again, just want to stress, I feel like everybody, if the UFC is coming to a town near you, you need to definitely take the chance to go out there, bring your whole family, bring kids and everything.
So the kids out there watch people get knocked out.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was little kids. Everybody out there. Like I said, I'm glad I was able to check it off the checklist and go to my first ever UFC fight ever. It was definitely an amazing experience. Like I said, getting to see DC commentate, Dominic Cruz, Bruce Buffer announcing in the fight stuff, Dana White, Jamal Hill, Aljamain Sterling out and watching the fight. It was other UFC, but I can't remember who was out there. But yeah, man, for a fight that I did not think was going to be that real.
Yeah, man.
It came out. It really was a good ass fight.
What do you know?
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay, guys, we are back with part 2 of UFC Podcast Guide. But yeah, man, part 2, we have Mo Mason here. He wasn't there for the first part because, like I said, he wasn't able to attend the UFC in Charlotte because he's not in Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully we can get him in the next one or something like that. But on the second part, we're definitely going to focus on just UFC. What's been going on lately in UFC. Talk about some fighters, some questions that's been going on, some of the rosters, who we think is going to lose the belt, who's going to get the belt. Just give me y'all a quick little info on and stuff like that about the UFC. Fun fact for you guys: UFC started in 1993.
Oh, yeah. so it's not that old.
Yeah, not that old at all. It wasn't back then. It wasn't any weight classes. You can fight against whoever, and some people fought like 2 or 3 times a night. You know?
Oh God!
Yeah, some people definitely fought like more than once a night. So if you got it, and most of them shits really didn't go far the distance at all. Most of them were submissions or knockouts.
Because they were tired.
Yeah. You got like 145-pound going against a 450-pound fighter. It's just
gorilla.
What was crazy, the heavyset guys were losing, which is wild as fuck.
Who set these fights up? Like
it was so
one Dana.
One Dana. Put the name in the hat. Chain it up.
Yeah, this is before the Dana White era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like 5 guys. I don't know their names, but they were the ones who started UFC. And then they put Dana White as the focus, you know, tell him, this is your business now. We're going to fund it, but you got to kick it off. And I want to say Dana White is doing a great job. That was kind of one of the questions, too. I guess we can start off with Dana White. Dana White has definitely took this low-budget sport and made it a multi-million-dollar franchise now. He has done an amazing job. The fights cards have been crazy. And but you know what's crazy? A lot of people do not like Dana White.
Why?
A lot of people in the organization don't like Dana White.
Yeah. They don't think he cuts them the deals. Like,
and that's one thing I would say. I don't think they get paid enough.
Yeah. You got to do a lot to get paid a lot. You got to be well known, or you got to be knocking motherfuckers out. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah, because I think it's like $50K for knocking people out or submissions and stuff like that.
I'm about to say, that bonus counts so much for them.
Yeah, and then you got a lot of people though. You got to pay. Like, you got to pay the people in your camp. The damn cut man, he get
15%.
Cut man get 15, nigga, just to wipe some Vaseline on that. He out of there, nigga. 15% each fight.
I'm like, damn, come on.
So saying you just making like 30,000 off this fight.
If you losing,
yeah.
That man was like, I'm sorry about that, brother, but I'm need that 15%.
Nah. All right now.
I'm saying so. And we before you got on the first part, we was talking about the people that got cut. So the people that probably got cut is probably the people who were just, you know, they're not doing themselves any good or their team any good or the franchise any good. So they're losing money keeping them people on the roster. So it's 3 people I know for sure they got cut. It's 2 girls and 1 dude. And hey, Dana White said, hey, man, you got to go, man. You're not helping yourself out, so why keep you on the roster?
Exactly.
And I think the new season actually is about to start with Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. Yeah, he's coming back to fight, I think, in August, I believe. August. Is it August? It might be August. But yeah, he's coming back to fight. There are 2 right now. There are 2 of the head coaches of I think it's called Tough. I don't know what their damn shit is called. But it's pretty much Dana White's show of like the new roster that's coming in, who's gonna be able to make the line. make the new roster list and stuff like that. And the winners out of that, they go to the UFC and stuff. But most, like I said, like they coach. Then at the end of the season, they fight at the end. So Connor's coming back. Well, we hope Connor's coming back. He look like he's on steroids because he's big as hell. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to Conor McGregor, but he is big as hell. Yeah, he's big as fuck. He is huge. So I don't know if that is working out or that's steroids. So yeah. And like I said, just bringing Dana White back out. Now he has been doing some good for the company as well because he was able to get some people to come back out of retirement. Y'all know the GOAT, John Jones, was able to. Oh no, you watch your middle finger, Mo. You don't talk about John. Nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to.
That one person you don't talk about.
I said what I said.
What's the respect of the name?
Yeah, he got
no more.
You respect these nuts.
You got to give John his respect, man. John, he just the GOAT, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, he just
don't let him bully your son.
He makes it look easy. But John was able to come back, and that got a lot of fucking people to come back and watch UFC. Probably made a hell of revenue off of that. Henderson Dudo.
Off that one fight, definitely made hella revenue.
Mm-hmm. So that is he has been doing his work and stuff like that. Another thing I also wanted to bring up, and I saw Mo had like posted it in the group chat. Do y'all think, or Instagram group, do y'all think or more fighters want to start doing what Francis Ngannou has done? He left, and now he's fighting for PFL.
Which nobody knows what the fuck that shit is.
It's pretty much if you in the UFC, you know about it. You know, if you just an outsider looking.
Yeah, I'm talking about like outsiders. Outsiders have no idea what that shit is. They're not gonna be looking for that.
Yeah. But pretty much it's another MMA league. It's just not as big as UFC and shit. Oh, just to jump back on that Dana White shit. Y'all know he bought WWE?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He bought that. So he's really right. He's really gonna be funding the money too, because wrestling makes a lot of money. They all these pay-per-views.
I say WWE been around too long. Them niggas gonna continue to make money.
Yeah, so he's playing his card right. Then he just opened that one league, the slap league.
Oh yeah, where they be slapping shit.
I'm crying. Yeah. He opened that shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then he's making moves, you know. You can't fault him. You know, he's doing a better job now, I would say, paying fighters than what it was back in the day. Like I would say that, you know, and that's kind of the reason why he's doing all that, so he can kind of pay these fighters and stuff. But yeah, moving to Francis, I do think he is running from John, but I like what he did when he moved to the PFL league, because the fighters that fight him are automatically going to get $2 million like off rip.
Yeah, I'm about to say I like what he basically put money in other people's pockets, which is good.
Right, because people want to see Francis fight. You know.
Yeah, I'm about to say definitely want to see him fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I like that move that he did. He's definitely looking out for other people and stuff like that, trying to make them get their money and stuff like that. Another thing I was going to ask, Francis is also, and a lot of other fighters like Nate Diaz, they're starting to fight celebrities and stuff. Do y'all see like that about to be the next move for UFC? Because it was the move for boxing. Now it's starting to move to UFC. Like UFC fighters are starting to do it more and more often, because I think Conor was the first one to do it. He fought McGregor. Oh yeah, I was watching that shit. I mean, Floyd fought Conor. Yeah, we went to go see that shit. But yeah, it looked like that's kind of like the main move now. Do y'all think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It doesn't show skill to me. Like it's UFC, MMA, and boxing is two different things. Like it incorporates boxing, but then you got grappling, you got feet work, so it's like it's kind of different. I don't see it as a full set of skills, but you know, you're just showing one side of the skill set.
Yeah, and the whole thing with the celebrities is just, I feel like marketing wise, it'd be good for them, but as far as like Actual combat wise, stuff like that.
Yeah, like competitive wise, no.
I want to see him move to MMA, to be honest.
Yeah.
Instead of boxing matches, take it to the crocodile.
Right.
Yeah.
Real
Floyd ain't getting no MMA arena.
No, hell no.
Nah, not promoted, but what's the name? Logan, Jake Paul, whichever one be doing that.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers.
Oh, he ain't getting in there either.
Is it Jake? Yeah, I think it's Jake.
Oh, Jake.
Jake Paul ain't getting in there.
No,
he know damn. That's what exactly why he's sticking to boxing. He know damn well he ain't getting in there.
He's hinted at it, like he said he would do it, but I don't think he's gonna do it.
Hell no.
Yeah.
no.
Get checked out on your own pay-per-view, man.
Yeah. And I don't think he's gonna take that risk too, especially because he lost his last fight in boxing and shit. So
what's the name?
Fury's brother.
Yeah, Tony Fury.
Yeah, Tony Fury. So
Tony.
yeah, like I said, definitely a lot of UFC fighters have been doing that shit. Like I said, Carter was the first one. Then it was Tyron Woodley. He did it. I think that shit was rigged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he lost the first time and then he got knocked the fuck out the second time. And I didn't like it. Like Tyron Woodley, like he got hit and then it took him a minute, like, oh shit, this is the round, this is the moment I'm supposed to fall. So
yeah,
he finally fucking fell. And I was just like, oh man. But Nate Diaz, I would say he is a boxer. I don't know if y'all ever seen Nate Diaz fight before, but he is a boxer. So I do think this would probably be a better matchup for
if he can stay out of trouble.
Yeah, that too. That was another thing I was going to bring up. I think we was talking about that last time too on the other podcast. But yeah, Nate Diaz, he gotta learn how to calm down. You know,
yeah,
he gets too angry. Yeah, choking people out.
We got a temper of a 3-year-old boy.
Yeah, it's
tell him no.
I'm telling you. And then I think he had a warrant out for his arrest. I think he turned himself in.
About that. Oh
yeah, because he I forgot what it was, but it was assault as usual.
Yeah, when he choked out that one dude in I think it wasn't in New Orleans or some shit like that.
Yeah, like in a bar or something.
No, they were outside.
I was like, no, this was recent. Yeah, this happened recently. Yeah,
they were outside and he just choked that man out and just dropped his ass and he kept it pushing. So so Nate, he definitely got to calm down. I like the move that he's going. Because I know why he's doing it. He's done with UFC because the only reason why they bring him out is when they need some money. Because a lot of people just want to see Nate Diaz fight. You know,
yeah.
He's not like a. Let me say like a. I know like somebody's gonna go in the ring and definitely whoop somebody's ass, but since his repetition, you know, his name and stuff like that, they only call his ass out for when they try to make some money, and that's kind of like one of the things Dana White be on. And something else I was gonna say about him too, but I think I forgot. I guess we can go with some of these questions and stuff though.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna have the same answer for this first one that I had. What made you guys start watching UFC, and do you guys remember your first ever UFC fight? Watching.
I don't know, and I don't know.
I have memories of like as a kid watching it and wondering like how is this allowed on cable when I was younger. But I couldn't really tell you though, like who was fighting and all that. But I guess watching it with y'all, watching the fights and stuff like that, that's what really got me more into it for sure.
I guess I'm gonna have the bigger answer. My first memory of like ever seeing like any type of view in like MMA was with Sebastian Ass. Sebastian, I always go to Sebastian's house. That nigga was watching either Kimbo Slice or somebody else. I can't remember the other dude, but it was always like backyard fighting. So that's what that's my first time watching it. So that's like one of my first fights. Just backyard boxing, and then it just led into UFC in the end.
So yeah, I definitely pretty much with Mo. I definitely was kind of on that wave, and that's before I even really knew about UFC. To be real, I was just watching that shit.
Kimbo never was UFC back then, backyard fighting.
Yeah, it was backyard fighting, and you know who also was in it, and I didn't even realize I was watching that dude. But So the guy who knocked the dude out fast as hell with the knee, Jorge Masvidal, he started off fighting with Kimbo in the backyard and stuff. I mean, he wasn't fighting Kimbo. Oh hell no, yeah, he wasn't fighting him. But
He was fighting on like I think they had like little teams or stuff, didn't they? Like little, like whoever they're fighting, whatever. Like I think they did have like kind of like weight classes and stuff too. Kind of like it was kind of like regulated. It wasn't. I ain't never see Kimbo go against no little ass. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. It was like you got to be somewhat.
Yeah. Like you struggle to wipe your ass. Like,
yeah. I do remember my first fight of watching Kimbo Slice is where he knocked that dude out he didn't knock him out in his backyard, but he told bro, like, I'm good, bro. I don't want to fight no more.
Yeah.
And Kimbo was just like, come on, bro, let's keep going. And first of all, what was weird, I think bro was fighting in his boxers. That was a little weird. I don't know what that was all about, but he was fighting definitely in his draws. But I just remember he
was like lumped up too.
Yeah, I remember they panned to his face at the end, and his like left eye was like hanging out, and it was just it was a hell of a sight to see. And I remember some real ass shit Kimbo Slice said. He said, "This is how a nigga eat."
Yeah,
I said, "Damn, bro, you can get you get a real job, brother. You ain't got
I was about to say, yeah, but you ain't got to do that.
He's right here, the money.
I'm saying,
I'm about to say you been hella construction worker, brother.
I was saying, he said these right here, $50K a year, nigga.
$50K. Yeah, you can be making about 80 right now, but
that shit is crazy though, bro. Because I never thought about that. That was kind of like my first UFC. Like to be real, like I never really thought about that shit. And I used to be watching them in my dad's room on that fucked up ass laptop that we had. But
yeah, I never like when I was younger, I never focused on it. But I remember Spike TV. That's when they used to come on. And I used to like late on Saturday nights or something like that. And I just see him on. I just be like, oh my god,
yeah,
oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
Like, cause I'm like over here a WWE fan at the time, and I'm seeing this, and I'm like, yo, this ain't.
Yeah,
this ain't WWE.
They actually bleed now.
What is this?
You know what's crazy? Like now we bring back up WWE. It kind of makes sense why Dana White bought WWE because a lot of WWE fighters or a lot of UFC fighters transition to that, like Ronda Rousey, Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar low key kind of like some GOAT type shit because he the only one that
football,
UFC, and it's been successful in every one of them.
Shit, nigga.
Yeah, movies and shit. UFC. Well, he went to UFC. CM Punk, and then he came back.
Yeah. So yeah, it makes sense. But Brock Lesnar, yeah, he's definitely he had the belt as well, and UFC, that big motherfucker right there.
Yeah, he is a big motherfucker.
Yeah,
I think that's where I first heard of Brock Lesnar from UFC. And I saw old videos of him in WWE. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I knew him from wrestling, and then I saw him in UFC. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Brock Lesnar right there!" Like, what the fuck? And
he went back and forth for a good amount of time.
Right. But honestly, my first ever watching UFC. I told y'all this before, but just for the people who are listening, my first one was back in college. My boy Jamie, he put me on. It was John Jones. My first time seeing him fight, he was fighting Shell Simmons. I hope I'm saying his name right. He choked his ass out in the first round, so it didn't go too long. Oh no, it was a TKO in the first round. Yeah, didn't go long. And ever since then, I have been hooked to UFC ever since. So, and that's why John is one of my favorite. Well, is my favorite fighter.
I guess that goes into your second question.
Oh yeah, favorite fighter, yeah, is John Jones.
It's gonna be easy for me.
I kind of figured.
I might lean towards him too.
Stop it!
Don't let him bully your son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like John.
What's that foot?
I haven't seen a lot of his fights though, but I watched like the YouTube video of like all his fights, or like, and then the one that he lost, or what, like it was like he was winning. No, I saw the one that he lost, And then I was expecting him to like get knocked out or like something like that, but no, it was because he got disqualified, right, or something like that.
Yeah, he threw a hell of an illegal damn
Yeah.
elbow. Knee. I don't know and that's not the first time he done that. But that he done it one time, and then so the guy who was fighting in UFC, Anthony Smith, last Saturday, he threw another illegal elbow against his ass, and luckily Anthony Smith was just like, I ain't gonna, say I can't fight no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would have definitely been his second loss. But yeah, John, he got to chill out with them shits. Yeah. So you, Izzy, Alan, Izzy, what about you, Mo?
I already said it.
You like Leon Edwards?
Oh yeah.
That's the one. He has a bet now. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got one
now. That's the
21
guy.
3. I mean, 21 3.
Yeah, that's the guy who took Usman out, man.
Twice.
Yeah,
yeah, we were watching that fight, I think. But yeah, I respect Leon. I respect Leon, especially because he got the belt, and then he didn't lose it when they fought the second time. Only thing is, Usman, he's just not himself anymore. But
he gotta stop relying on power, bro.
Yeah.
At some point, he gotta learn that power don't always win.
I guess we can just jump into that question because that was one of my questions as well. I think, do you guys think that Usman will make his way back to the top? That was one of my questions.
Yeah.
So I guess we could just talk about that.
Yeah, he can get back to the top when Leon retire.
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real. I don't even see Leon keeping that belt for much longer because he's supposed to be fighting Kobe Covington, and I feel like Kobe gonna whoop his ass.
It's not gonna be. I can say I don't see a knockout happening. I don't see a knockout happening.
I don't know, me either. I don't see that shit either. I just think he's just gonna be dominating his ass for the whole 5 rounds when they do, if they fight. But Kobe Covington, he's not even fighting him. It's honestly the guy who just fought not too long ago, Belal Muhammad. He's supposed to be fighting Leon. So Leon, he gonna whoop his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Leon, I don't think Belal Muhammad is gonna be able to beat him because he was struggling with what's his name? Burns. He was just fighting Burns, and Burns like tore something in his right arm, and he was still able to make that fight go the damn distance.
Yeah, so, I remember that shit.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, Leon, he probably gonna have the belt for like one more, and then he gonna fight Kobe, and then the other guy, Chismack, he supposed to be moving down to welterweight. So I don't know if he got to fight him there. That shit damn sure ain't gonna be pretty, boy. That shit is not gonna be pretty at all.
Hey, nigga, they said the same thing when he fought Usman, nigga.
That is true.
Watch that foot, nigga.
Yeah, it was true, and I do give Usman a little bit credit. He's fighting with pretty much no knees. It's literally like bone on bone. Like it's not good at all. Like he said, like it's easy for him to stand on the grass than stand on the concrete because that's how bad his knees are fucked up.
Oh, then he didn't stop. So
yeah,
cat daddy in for the rest of his life.
And he's up there in age. Like Usman's like 36, so it's getting time.
I would have been done.
Yeah, it's getting time. I'm like, he really don't got shit to prove. He had the belt for the
longest. Kobe 35.
Yeah. So.
And then Kobe lose to Usman twice.
Oh yeah, Kobe. Usman knocked his ass out in the first one, and then the second one it went the distance. It was a unanimous decision.
Come on, man. You tell me this thing gonna knock out Leon? Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate to say it, but Kobe, he is like that. He is like that, bro. I can't even fucking front. I'm not really too of a fan of him, but he is. He pushed Usman both fights. I would say both fights. It's just he knocked his ass out in the 5th round in the first fight. So.
What Leon do? Took out the rubbish, nigga.
Bro, I was like,
took out the rubbish, nigga.
Usman, you had a less than a minute left.
He said, "Tease the crumpets, nigga."
Bro, less than a minute left.
Sit back.
Straight headshot, boy. in front of his mama, and it was in front of his mama and his daughter, man. I was like,
Rule number
Just
one:
be a lesson
don't
to
bring
it.
your mama to the fight.
And Usman, he has a brother too. He's in heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that motherfucker is just straight power.
My big brother.
That's all heavyweight is. They just rely on power, man.
Yeah, he literally is just straight power. Like his last 2 fights, he is knocked their asses straight out. There's just been no type of competition. Even Francis said he didn't even want to fight his ass. So yeah, and that's coming from Francis. Well, you know, he ain't no damn joke. But I guess we can move on to another question. Let's see. All right. Do you guys think John Jones is really going to retire in his next fight? His next fight is in July, and he's been saying he's going to retire.
How old is he?
John is probably 35, 36. That is a good question.
Yeah, I think he's gonna retire.
He's 35. He'll be 36 this year. By July. I think so. Hey, it's that time. That's what it sounds like. That's what it seemed like to me.
I say yes.
I also believe so too, because John doesn't have really too much to prove. You know, he's done it. I would like to see him fight that generic Russian motherfucker that's in heavyweight, but I don't think he's going to fight him because it's not going to bring in that much money. So yeah. And John's going to fight people that's going to be definitely
money makers.
Yeah. That's why he's trying to fight Stipe. Stipe, I don't know if you guys know, but Stipe is definitely like he's the GOAT of heavyweight. I should say he's not the GOAT of UFC, but he's the GOAT of heavyweight. So that's why he's trying to beat him. He said he's want to fight him in his hometown, John's hometown in New York. And so he can retire and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. If he says he's gonna retire, he's gonna retire.
Gotta retire on top.
Yeah.
If he say he's gonna retire, he's gonna retire. Believe that man. Don't be questioning him. You're gonna say it to his face. Don't say it now.
Yeah, I don't want him to retire. I want him to keep fighting because he was gone for almost 2.5 years. And that's another thing what Alan said. Like he didn't really get to see John fight, and that's because like literally when I started putting y'all on, that shit is like he just like fucking retired, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Like so we get him back. Finally get him back. He's only gonna fight twice for 1 year.
John said y'all gonna have to go back and watch some reruns, man. Y'all
I'm crying.
Yeah, real talk.
Some tape. You watch the tape.
Somebody tell man, I ain't gonna keep hitting head for you.
I got Francis Ngannou. What's his name? Francis Ngannou. Ngannou.
Oh yeah, that big
one. His knockouts on my TV right now. I looked at
Francis.
It's so bad for the man's family.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna say right now, that nigga Francis, he ducking that nigga John. I'm telling you, boy. I'm saying right now, he ducking.
All I gotta say is John get caught laying with them right hooks.
Hey, I'm about to say John will be ducking.
No matter how good you
are. Uppercut.
No lie though. I am gonna be scared of shit if they were to fight though. I was like,
that would be a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
yeah, it would. It definitely be a good fight. But only thing I think John would just have the upper hand because his wrestling is just
I'm about to say
real.
Grappling is over. He started grappling. Yeah, you might as
you look up, you see the hand come down like that.
Spiking.
See, that's the thing. Like John, he's not gonna let that happen, man. He already fought against a striker, and he's like, listen, I know you got power, so I'm not gonna let you
sit here and stand up the whole time.
I'm taking your ass straight to the damn ground. Exactly. We're gonna get this shit over with, man.
And like my head off.
Yeah, and from like Francis' fight, he's not a good wrestler. I mean, he showed improvement, but he ain't on no damn John Jones type level.
Who the hell is that? You gonna have respect.
Yeah, I got your message. I really don't have, I mean, nothing too much. We can go through the list of like the people who have belts, and that's pretty much it for me.
Yeah.
All right. We got about like
start.
6:20 left, so
Yeah.
we got that off.
So, just to know, just the people that y'all know, you got Leon Edwards with the belt. He has the belt for welterweight. You got Izzy with the belt. You got Jamal Hill for light heavyweight. He has the belt, and you have John Jones. Out of all of them people, do you guys see anybody losing their belt anytime soon?
Oh, in there, especially not Izzy.
Man, he just lost his. He just got it back.
I gotta say Leon because I've seen Leon lose.
But he got it though. Huh?
I saw Leon lose already that one time, and he's a good fighter, but he seems like he doesn't take it serious sometimes, or he jokes around a lot, and I feel like that might bite him in the ass one day.
Yeah, man. Everybody take losses. Everybody take losses.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Oh, y'all just jumping on Izzy.
Izzy lost too, so I mean,
I was about to say, and what was crazy because Alex Pereira, he moved up to light heavyweight now, so Izzy was like, thank the Lord.
I don't know, Izzy too. He might be up there because I've seen Izzy get backed up against a corner line fights, and he's gotten out of it by just with a good knockout. So, like his last fight. So
and that was one thing I was going to bring up. So one person I was going to say is Izzy.
Shit, that Ikram nigga, Ikram, I think he might come for Izzy.
That's the undefeated dude,
right? He 14-1.
Okay, I think we thinking about the same dude anyway. But
the dude that what's the name train? Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Yeah, I think he might come for him at some point.
He's in
when Izzy
he in middleweight.
Nah,
I'm looking at it right now. He's in middleweight. He has a middleweight fight July 29th with Paulo Costa.
You talking about Islam?
No.
Oh, you talking about the other guy?
Ikram.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought you talking about Islam. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what threw me off.
Big dude.
Yeah.
Paulo the big dude.
And, Izzy whooped his ass already before. But that's probably what, my concern was because that guy Chismack, they call him AKA the Wolf. He's also moving up he also fighting in middleweight as well. And that's like my only scare for Izzy because Izzy, his wrestling game isn't that damn good. So, yeah. And that motherfucker can wrestle his ass off. And, so, yeah, like I said, that's one person Leon Edwards and Izzy are like my two ones that I'm just a little nervous about that probably will lose their belts. But other than that, I don't see nobody else losing their belts no time soon. Out of the people that I named, definitely not going to be losing their belts.
So is it possible to retire with the belt?
Nah. Once you retire,
I'm about to say, you get that shit
for grabs.
Is that a boxing thing?
Yeah.
I think it's a boxing thing. So, I don't know. I
think you get a belt or whatever, but the main belt or whatever still go back.
Okay. Like I said, might just be
trophy or whatever.
Or something.
Yeah, and just because it's closing time, I just wanted to add one more thing. I know you guys probably seen it. I think Mo sent it into the group chat. I don't know what the hell happened to Marcus. All I see is the top of his damn head. UFC 291. That card is going to be crazy, boy. You got Derek Lewis fighting. You got Kevin Hollins fighting. You got Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson fighting. You got Paulo Costa versus the Akram guy that you was just talking about, Mo. You got Alex Pereira. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yo.
Yeah. When is this fight?
You got Alex Pereira. I didn't know he was
July
fighting 29. On this card.
July 29. All right, Sebastian. I might go ahead and buy that fight. You go ahead and pull up the crib, man.
Hey, man.
I don't have it on Air TV.
I'm down to watch. I'm down to pitch in, bro. But yeah, Alex Pereira, he's fighting y'all, and that's the only other person that beat. So it's crazy, bro. The two people that beat Izzy are fighting each other. Them the only two other people that beat him. And then you got Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gages. Yeah, that card.
I was gonna say that fight. I'm ready to see that one.
Yeah,
that shit
you talking about straight hands? Them two niggas who just straight hands right there. Yeah, so that card is definitely gonna be fire as hell. I'm ready to go see that. I did not know Alex was on this card, so that is crazy. I don't know how he's gonna pay everybody on this shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to say, I'm about to come out the brink truck. You're like, Lord.
Yeah.
You gotta pay based on their performance.
And I feel like the GOAT, Tony Ferguson, I feel like he's gonna retire because I feel like he's gonna lose to Bobby Green. Damn.
Nah, if he loses to Bobby Green, he asked.
Yeah. And it's just gonna be time for him to retire.
That nigga Bobby Green has 14 losses. If he loses to him, he
Oh
asked.
Lord.
All right. Yeah. Well, fellas, I have nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed this UFC podcast. I hope everybody listening has enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad we've been able to talk about UFC Charlotte, get your takes on what y'all think about UFC and all that good stuff. And until we meet again, may the UFC be with you.
Yeah,